everybody, it's Leonie from Stamper Latte, and I'm here today to show you the corner flip card. I've had a few requests for tutorials, so I thought I would pop in today and do one for you quickly. I've done written instructions so you can download those. So this one here was done with the coffee break papers. This one is the Daisy Delight bundle, which is really sweet, and then of course we have the Party Panda surprise card, which is the one that everybody is in love with. So this one here, just again, it flips up so you've got that corner. Your base card, you start off with a piece of cardstock which is 8 inches by 8 inches. Okay, the colour I'm using today is Calypso Coral. Right, so we'll line it up to the 4 inches. So we're just going to score 4 inches there, then we'll rotate and score another 4 inches. Okay, then we're going to put our piece in on the diagonal, lining the tips up with groove in your mat, in your trimmer, and I'm just going to score from this tip up to the center cross piece there. So just scoring up to there and then back again. Alright, so you've got this piece here now, so you've got the 2 crosses across there, and then you've got the 1 diagonal piece down going towards the bottom right corner. Next we are going to cut from this center piece down here along that score line. We want to cut that out, and then we want to cut part of this piece out here, just so that we have like a piece that we can use as the join for the card to do crossing and folding mechanism. Going to pop that back into the trimmer at the 4 inches, and I'm going to take my pointer up to that cross line and then back down again, so we have that nice cut there. I'm going to line it up with this line here, okay, along there, so my point will go to the 1 centimeter line there and the 1 centimeter line there, and then we're just going to get our cutter, and then we're going to cut up to there and then back down again. That just comes out. Now we're going to get our bone folder, and we're just going to burnish all our score lines. And this one here we are going to fold up. But before we cut this piece out here, what we need to do is we need to put our pattern piece on the front. Now this piece is 4x4, so I just want a little bit of a frame around the outside, so I'm going to cut my piece 3 7/8 of an inch. 3 7/8. There, just make sure it's buffered along the top and give it a nice good firm cut there. Okay, now when you pop this onto the front, right, you're just going to use the Tombow glue, and when you do it, you're just going to put the glue around the edges so that when it cuts out the center piece, you've still got your 2 circles that you can use for another project. Okay, so a Tombow and a glue all the way around the edge. There's no more. So just that thin line all the way around the edge, just so it will adhere to that card. So this goes on that top panel. Okay, so I'm going to flip that back open. I'm going to place this in the center of my square. I'm just going to grab some of these post-it note strips. So I just need to pop that down. Probably only it's just going to hold my circle in place while I run it through the Big Shot. And so I'm just going to close that over like that. And I'll bring in the Big Shot machine. So I'm just going to run that through. Alright, so that's created my circle. Now while I've got this circle out, I'm going to cut my frame to go on the front. Okay, so just the largest stitch shape framelit. Okay, and then just center that. Actually, I'm going to move that over a little bit, and then just center that one you've got inside, so you've got the same gap all the way around. Okay, and because I'm using the magnetic platform, it should hold that in place. Okay, so that's created my frame to go on the front. Okay, so I've got my front there. I can then pop on my frame just to go around there like that. So we can just use the glue to pop that on. And to do this one, all I do is just dots of glue. If you put too much on, it starts to ooze out and makes the card go all sticky. Okay, then we can pop that around the front of our card. So what I'm going to do now, this is what I want to sort of peek through my card. So I want it to go like that. And then I'm just going to do a pencil mark at the side here, just on that Memories and More card, just so that I can see where I'm going to cut. Okay, so I'm just going to line that up to cut. So I then just want to line this up just inside the 4-inch mark, just so that you can see the line here, okay, on the card. And then I'll just cut this other edge off. Now the other piece that I want to put over here, this is just going to be the sentiment on the inside of the card. So that's this piece here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick down my 2 strips first, so they will go top and bottom here, and then this piece will then just go over the top like that. Okay, this might be a bit soppy for hubby today. Can't say I didn't make him anything, hey. You could use this also for an engagement card or a wedding card. That would work too. That's that piece, and this piece goes across the top. Just a bit of a border. And then this one just goes in the middle and covers up that indentation. Okay, so there is the inside of my card, all done. Okay, so that will close like that. This one will come up. I'm just going to give that a nice, good, crisp score. And do that way as well. So I really want this to sit flat when it all closes up, or so that it can stand up nice and neatly. Right, so we want this folded up, and then I'm going to glue this part that is folded up. So just not too much, but enough. Okay, so then what we are going to do is this comes over, that gets attached to the bottom side. Okay, so when you close the card, this is going to lift up and close like so. And then when you open it, this is just going to fold straight back down again. Now I just have to work out which way the birds go, because I don't want to stick them in the wrong way. They're stuck onto there. Okay, so I can bring that down. Okay, so we know now the birds have to go. So your memories and more cards, you can use them for just about anything really. You can use them to make cards, you can use them to do your scrapbooking, you could use them in a, you know, those photo frames that you get like a multi photos in and stuff like that. You could use them in those as well. So I'm just popping that in that way. And then that will then just close up like that, and there is my corner fold card. All I want to do now is I just want to add a sentiment to the front. Okay, so I'm just cut, this is stamped from the Petal Palette stamp set, and this is from the Petals and More die. And I've cut out the little flower just out of shimmery white because it's all cute and shimmery on there. And I'm going to pop that on there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually colour this guy with my Stampin' Blends. So I'm just starting with the light colour for the stem. Don't want to go on the petal there. Around this side here. Okay, I'm going to use my dark colour around the centre of my flower. Use the light to blend that back out into the petals. A little bit of the dark green on the leaves, just a little bit, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back over the lighter green and blend that back through. It will dry lighter. And then if you want to make part of that just a little bit lighter, you can just grab your colour lifter, just use, and then just on the tips. Okay, put a dimensional behind the centre part. I'm going to put blue dots at each end. So just give it like a mountain sort of bend at the top and then a valley at the bottom. Just to flip those two pieces back up again. I'm just going to pop that on there like that, and then I'll use my glue and just pick that up and then just pop that onto your card. I'm going to put a rhinestone. That is my little corner flip card for Valentine's Day. If you have any questions about this card at all, please don't hesitate to put your comments down the bottom. Thanks for stopping by and have a lovely Valentine's Day. Bye!